Hi and welcome back to the channel. Manchester United have just defeated Everton Football Club by 4 goals to 0. I repeat, 4 goals to 0. In the Premier League, when last did Man United score 4 goals in a Premier League game? Don't get me started about the negative records we had under that bald fraud we just sacked a few months ago. Since Amorim's here, things have changed. Things are looking better. We're actually seeing some patterns of play in the pitch. We see a style of play. We see what he's trying to do. He hasn't even been here a month, but we can already see what Ruben Amorim is trying to do. Oh man, this is glorious. Like I said, Man United have just beaten Everton by 4 goals to 0. And that was a beautiful performance, man. It was so good to watch. For the first time in a while, I was watching my team relaxed, man. I wasn't stressed about Everton coming at us and killing us, or us conceding a late equalizer or losing in the last minute, because we were chilling. We won by 4 goals to 0. Now, don't get me wrong. The beginning of the game was a bit shaky because Everton were the side who looked more likely to score, because they were the ones who kept on creating chance after chance after chance. But luckily for us, they just can't finish to save their lives. I mean, that guy, what's his name? Number 14. Is it Beto, the Everton striker? He is trash. And I'm so happy he's rubbish, because if he had been a clinical striker, we could have easily been a 1 or 2 nil down before we even got a chance to score. But we basically hung on. And as soon as we got the first goal, and I believe it was around the 33rd minute, a corner taken, you can tell that came straight from the training ground. United players basically all go into the box and leave Rashford on the edge of it, alone, unmarked. Bruno just passes it nicely to him, and Rashford, instead of just blasting it in, he just sides-footed into the back, and then it obviously took a deflection from Gerard Brentford and gives Man United the score, the lead, and makes it 1-0 for us. Few minutes later, my guy, my striker, my 9.5, Joshua ZIRKZEE, a brace. He scored 2 goals today, and I know you guys have been talking rubbish on my 9.5. He's not a striker. He's not a number 9. Don't get it twisted. He's a 9.5. I told you guys about this guy's creative tendencies. This is a guy who likes to interchange play. He likes to drop deep, he link up play, and do his thing. He's not a Rasmus Højlund who wants to run in on goal, 90 miles per hour, and try and blast the goal into the bigger net. This is the guy who wants to do the tiki-taka thing. This is a baller, technical footballer. But before we get to him, he made it 2-0. Celebration came out. I'm thinking, that's good. 2-0 up just before halftime, exactly what we needed. We go into the break, come out from the break. 20 seconds into the second half, and I mean 20 seconds into the second half, Amad Diallo yet again starting our counters and leading to us scoring. He goes and presses, is it Mikolenko? He was the one who pressed him, got the ball off of him, runs, and again, he just lays it through for Marcus Rashford, who gets his second goal of the game, makes it 3-0 to us 20 seconds into the second half. And then as the game went on, we started to play better and better. And again, Joshua ZIRKZEE scores a beauty. And yet again, if I'm not mistaken, it was Amad Diallo who did set him up to make it 4-0. And again, the celebration came out. That's my 9.5. Joshua ZIRKZEE. I've been crying out for this. I said, let us get a proper coach who wants to play beautiful football. None of this transitional rubbish. Just beautiful football. We get Ruben Amorim. He comes in. He's playing intricate football. Good, beautiful football that we love to see. And guess what? My guy ZIRKZEE is flourishing. He's flourishing like I said he would. Real ones know. The real ones know. They were calling this guy useless, all sorts of names. So, oh, he's useless. Oh, he's too slow. He can't do this. He can't do that. Joshua ZIRKZEE is a baller. Proper baller. Those who know me know. I've been telling you guys about Jay-Z. But anyways, I think we should move on to the player ratings. I'll quickly want to go on to watch the Man City versus Liverpool game, so I don't want to keep this match reaction for too long. But yeah, for those who aren't aware, I do my player ratings ranging from 1 being very poor, 5 being average, and 10 being excellent. So in number 1, Andre Onana didn't really have too much to do. Like, he made a few decent saves, which you would expect him to make, but at the end of the day, he had to make them nonetheless. and he made them so. He kept his clean sheet yet again. I believe he's the keeper with the most clean sheets in the Premier League so far this season. Big up Onana. Just because he did his job and didn't concede again, and I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he did very well. When he was needed, he was chilling, but when he was called upon, he reacted. So for me, Onana gets a 7. Moving on to the right wing back, my star boy, Amad Diallo. I'm sorry to ruin it for everyone else, but man of the match, hands down, has to go to Amad Diallo. For me, Amad Diallo gets a 10 out of 10. Super, super excellent footballer. This boy is too good. He's too good. I've been crying out for him to be played in one of the 2 10s behind the number 9, but Amorim says no, he's a wing back. He can do his thing there. And hey, so far it's working, so I can't complain. He's looking like a boy possessed. This boy is too good. Eric Ten Hag, like I said, had blood on his hands for benching him for all sorts of rubbish. But anyways, let's move on from Ten Hag. Amad Diallo absolutely cooked today for me. He walked away with 2 assists. Could have easily gotten a penalty as well, but the referee said it's not a penalty, which was absolute rubbish if you ask me. But Amad Diallo was everywhere. He started 2 goals for us today. It was just head and shoulders above any other player. He was the best player on the pitch by a country mile. So for me, Amad Diallo gets a 10 out of 10. Moving it on to the left wing back, we had was it Diogo Dalot. I'm gonna be honest. For me, Dalot was poor. I know we kept a clean sheet, but for me, he was poor. He made too many mistakes, giving the ball away way too many times, making these sloppy passes which led to counters from Everton. I wasn't happy with what's his name, Dalot's performance. So for me, it might be unpopular, but for me, he gets a 5, average 5 really. And then back to moving it on to the back 3. I'm going to start on the left centre back. We've got Lisandro Martinez, who played very, very well. He was starting some of our attacks today with his good passing. He's just a good defender, man. For me, he's been very poor so far since the season started. But today, he actually played very well, and I was very happy with his performance. The only downside is that he got a yellow card, which means he misses the Arsenal game now because he's suspended. However, other than that, I thought he had a good game. So for me, Lisandro Martinez gets a 7 out of 10. Moving it on to Matthias de Ligt, who was right at the heart of defense. He, for me, was also very good. I don't really see too many mistakes from him, so he also gets a 7. Moving it on to right centre back, one of my favourite players. I've said it, he's signing of the season for me. Nusayr Mazraoui, £15 million. The guy can just do everything. Today he had a bit of a quiet game, but that's Mazraoui, guys. Even when he's quiet, he's still good. You get what I'm saying? That's how high he set the bar. For me, again, Nusayr Mazraoui also gets a 7 out of 10. And then moving it on to the midfield to... obviously, it's like a 3-4-3, but yeah, I've already covered the wing backs. So the 2 central midfielders, we had Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro. For me, Kobbie Mainoo, I thought he played well. For his first game back from injury, I didn't think he'd play for that as long as he did, but he did play for 90 minutes, for 80 minutes. And I think that had to do with the fact that he also got a yellow card, which meant that he's suspended and misses the next game against Arsenal, which is a bit of a bummer for us. So I think that's the only reason why he played as long as he did. However, apart from him getting the yellow card, I thought he was alright. He did his thing. For me, Kobbie Mainoo gets a 7 out of 10 as well. Moving it on to Casemiro, I can't lie. First half, he was looking a bit shaky, losing the ball, giving the ball away, making some sloppy passes, getting skipped past by the Everton midfield. It didn't look good in the first half, but second half, he did look slightly better, although he got replaced quite early. I think around the 50th or 60th minute with Bruno, he got substituted. So for me, not the greatest games for Casemiro, but slightly just above average. So for me, Casemiro gets a 6. Moving it on to the front 3, starting with the left. I don't know if it's a left, I'm going to say left cam or left attacking midfielder in Bruno Fernandes. 2 assists, played very well, created chances for us today. I thought it was very, very good. He had a very good game, Bruno Fernandes. Again, I have to admit, I'm not the biggest fan of Bruno Fernandes, and you guys know this by now. However, he played well, so I'm going to praise him. So for me, Bruno Fernandes gets an 8. I thought he was that good. Moving it on to the right attacking midfielder, Marcus Rashford. He was very good today. He looked very sharp. He looked at it. He was just energy running up and down the pitch. I like the energy that I saw from him. He looked like someone who was in the mood. Even when he scored, the way he ran and slid. I know these are like many things, like him running and sliding, celebrating with the fans. But of late, we've seen Rashford score goals and not even celebrate them with any passion or anything like that. But today, he was on it, man. He looked like he was ready for it and he was up for it. And I hope we see that Rashford against Sunday come Wednesday night away at the Emirates. But today, I thought for me, Marcus Rashford was very, very good. 2 good goals, played very well. I'm going to give him for someone who I've given a lot of criticism, and rightfully so, I'm going to give him a 9. I thought he was that good. I know he didn't score a hat-trick or anything like that, but I just feel like he's had such a bad season. Today he had a very good game, so as such, I'm going to give him some praise. I'm going to give him a very high 9. Moving it on to the number 9, or the 9.5 as he likes to be called. My guy, my striker, Mr. Jay-Z himself, Joshua ZIRKZEE. My 9.5. This guy, man. Just for that. He says he likes to play as a 9.5. I'm giving him a 9.5 as a player rating today. I don't care what anyone says. I know he didn't get his hat-trick. He scored 2 good goals. He played very well. I saw him doing flicks, and you can tell when he scores, the confidence comes back, and he looks like someone who can start to hold up the play, dictate the tempo, flick balls, nutmegging people. Well, this guy was good. He was very good for me. I don't care what anyone says. Just like he likes to be called a 9.5 instead of a 9, for me, Joshua ZIRKZEE gets a 9.5 as a player rating for me. But I'm not going to bother going on about the substitutions. But all in all today, man, the game was very, very good. Very good performance from the side. Very happy. Ruben Amorim, my manager. I'm very happy with this guy, man. Very, very happy. But yeah, it was a very good game, like I said. And yeah, man, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Were you happy? Did you think Ahmad was man of the match? Or do you think maybe Rashford was man of the match? Maybe even ZIRKZEE? Who did you think was your man of the match? For me, it was Amad Diallo. But again, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.